Hey guys, we're back with a new EU3 mod, which is Mihi est imparare orbi universo, which is Latin for it is to me to rule over the entire world, which is a takeoff of the national motto of the nation of Austria, which is Austria est imparare orbi universo, which means Austria. It is to Austria to rule over the entire world. Basically, it's an extremely nationalistic idea, and they just changed the word to mihi, which is, me, kind of in Latin. But, okay, before I get into that, big differences with this mod. Obviously, interface. Interface is huge. It's way different. Loading screens, everything, background. Second big thing, the map. The map is so different. You have all of these crazy new countries, like the Blue Horde, and that comes into the fact that all the provinces are different, the colors are different, everything, and that comes into the fact that the date is different. It starts off in 1356 and ends in when does it end? Let me see when it ends. 1856. It is a much longer game compared to the regular game. So it starts out here on the 10th of January, 1356, which is the date of the Golden Bull. Now, I'm not going to read out what all that is. It's down here. I'm not sure if you guys can read that. But, long story short, I'm going to be playing as Austria, because I think that this mod, being named after the Austrian motto, it really only makes sense that we play Austria, and I think it'd be kind of cool. Oh, and also, America, completely reworked. Once again, no upper here nations, but whatever. Being Cherokee, that bothers me, but, whatever. It doesn't bother me too much. This is all changed, though China's changed. It's just completely different. Japan has changed. Everything is different. It's the Timurids start out tiny. They're destined to rise, though. Kagan Timurid, it's the guy who will eventually become Timur the Lame, I believe. But we're gonna play as Austria. Let's see. We change this to everything normal, with Lucky Nations off, spies normal. Everything's normal. Actually, I think I'm gonna make spies free, and maybe colonists free. Let me think. I'll leave colonists at normal. Yeah, why not? I like to make spies free just because I hate paying for spies. I think they're horribly overpriced. But colonists, I'm back and forth on about whether or not they should be paid for. If you think about it, some colonists maybe should, because some people would just love to get out of Europe, and some people actually want to stay. Anyway. We have the welcome to MEIOU, that's the abbreviation for the mod. This is credits to all of Tokugawa's Destiny is the specific designation, because there's different versions of this mod. I'm playing the Tokugawa's Destiny version. Default setting, you can either choose through a bunch of different options, or you can just accept all of the mod that has to offer. I'm gonna do that. Tough Soldier, this is a attribute of our king. He is a tough soldier. So until January 1856, we get force limit modifier, discipline, that kind of stuff. We can choose a bonus or handicap. I'm going to choose neither. Form a personal union with our neighbor. So it says Bohemia. But Bohemia is super freaking scary. So what we're going to do is, but here, if you look at this, if you go to the menu, oh yeah, the menu is also completely reworked. It looks way different. It's really cool. Our prestige is no, that's our infamy. Our infamy is negative? What the heck? No, that's our prestige. Okay. Our prestige is negative. Okay. I'm still getting used to it. I'm relatively new to this as well. There's a lot of things you can do. Can you? Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's this whole promotion system where you can become, like right now we're a does it say feudal principality, and we can become a feudal kingdom. Principalities are less than kingdoms, and there's empires, and it's really cool. So, but Occupied by rebels. Okay. So, but first things first is if we look here, we have a restoration of Union casus belli on Bohemia. Now, here's the annoying part. Bohemia is way stronger than us. So I'm not gonna bother trying to get that military-wise. Speed up time real quick. And we're going to lose it right here. Yep, we lost the restoration of Union casus belli against Bohemia. It happens every time. Alliance with Serbia. How strong is Serbia? Let's see. Serbia is pretty tough, so yes, we'll accept. Royal marriage with Bohemia. We have lost Reconquest. This is all just the usual stuff. I am the new emperor. That is good. That is very good. I would like to remain the emperor for as long as possible. That may involve annexing or vassalizing some of the electors, such as I'd probably go for the Papstgrafschaft bei Rhein, because I think they're pretty strong and pretty rich, if I remember correctly. They have, yep, a gold province. No, that's just hemp. It's a hemp province. They have a hemp province, a wine province. What is this? No, this is grapes. Is that all they have? Yes, it is. Okay, so in the vanilla game they have 3 provinces. In this they have 2. And look, see if you see, all this is different. This changes just so much. The Free City of Cologne adds a bunch more places. It's really cool. I do love this mod. I haven't played it very much, but from what I've seen, I love it. Hamburg, Free City of Lubeck. The Hanseatic Trading League is really kind of not existent in the sense this game that it is in the other. That is in vanilla without the mod. I believe that is this it? Yep, Isle of Man, or this is technically Isle of Man in English. You know, they change all the names here. This is just a cool mod. It's got a bunch of cool stuff. But first off, we're gonna send out our royal marriage offers basically everywhere. Everywhere that will accept, because we want royal marriages. This is how the actual Habsburg dynasty succeeded IRL, was through royal marriages. Believe it or not, they achieved this massively huge empire basically primarily through royal marriages. Now we have a core in Tyrol. This is interesting. If we check the culture map mode, we have culture cores on. We have culture on part of Hungary and on part of Gors, on Salzburg, on Tyrol, and on Trent, or on Trento. So, and we obviously have some places over here that we own: Thurngau, Bresgau. So we do have some casus bellis, or a casus belli on. Let's see. Luxembourg, sure. We do have a casus belli on Tyrol, who's allied with Holferens, Montefario, and Verona. Verona doesn't seem like it'd be... Where's Verona? Right there. Verona wouldn't be a problem. Holenzario doesn't... Seems like they'd be a... That's whatever they're called. Montefario, whatever they're called. I don't see them. But I can't imagine that they'd be too much of a problem. So I think I might go to war with them. That seems like a good and decent idea. So we need to probably culture accepted. We need to get a lot of alliance offers. We need to invest in stability for one thing. But oh, okay, whatever. Lots of royal marriages. Lots of royal marriages. Everyone wants to be a part of the Austrian family, the Habsburg family. Because we are quite amazing. You can't lie about that. It's until it was supplanted by nationalism in the 19th century, religion was the driving force of the world. Although nation-states formed in this era, the roots of nationalism was usually found in religion. Even a small heresy could spill over into a revolution unless contained and corrected. But worse was to rule over heathens who rejected the true faith entirely. Such infidels were untrustworthy at best, openly treacherous at worst. Glory and honor came to those who can convert such people to the one true faith. Our faith is our strength. We've discovered this place. And we discovered Roma. Which I'm surprised we didn't already know about. But yeah, Roma is a different, like a separate province than the rest of it, and they are already at war with half of the frickin' known, well, not the known world, but half of the frickin' Mediterranean Sea. They're at war with half the Mediterranean Sea, a chunk of Germany-ish area, Burgundy, which is considerably smaller in this time. But yeah, let me see how big France is. They've got cores and a bunch of stuff, and they've got a bunch of vassals, just like in the regular game. So, we will have to watch out for them as usual. France is going to be as painful and annoying as usual, but we will just have to deal with that. I believe that I'm going to use my, what is it? Province defense policy. Shall we upgrade our province defenses at natural expense? It doesn't say what the options are. We'll do it province by province. Okay, that basically means I can do it on my own time. We're getting more royal marriage offers. Like, I'd like to mention that I really haven't played this mod all that much. It's really I'm really kind of new to it. So I'd like that to be pointed out. Now let's see. Could I get military access through them? I will. All right. So very soon I will get to be at war with. Stop sending me so many royal marriage offers. Very soon I will be at war with. Oh, France has the Peasants' War. I'll be at. That's way too early for the Peasants' War. That happens about 100 years from now. The actual Peasants' War. So as soon as we get another diplomat, we are going to declare war on Tyrol and maybe annex them. Probably not annex them. Probably just take. Well, I guess we can't just take Tyrol. We'll probably take both, and then get Bozen taken from us by the Emperor. No, wait, we are the Emperor. Never mind. All right. That sounds good. This is all Catholic, obviously, right now. It'll probably change to Protestant. Much of it will probably change to Protestant later. Maybe Orthodox. There's some pagan left at this time, as there actually was in European history. So that's that's good to have that be historically accurate. Royal marriage from Urbino. So we are expanding quite well. Really, royal marriage, Ali. I don't want to use my diplomat. I'm going to use on the war. I'd rather use my diplomat on declaring war. Let's see. Declare war, reconquest. I need to get rid of our good relations. When we get another diplomat, we'll have one in a second. Alright, we should have two now. Lose one stability or get conscription resisted. I can handle conscription resisted. That's fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to break royal ties. We get one stability drop. That's fine. That's going to help us instead of, we get one stability drop either way. And this was a good way to avoid getting two stability drops. So we get one instead of two. I think it's it improves right there. So I think it's a decent trade-off. Now we get none. Automatically call our allies. None of them would join, so I won't. That would be unwise to do that. Let's see. No one important's joined, so we can just recruit some more men. I'm thinking maybe Latin medieval infantry. Lightly armed and badly trained. Alright. Recruit some Latin medieval infantry. I need to keep an eye on my money because obviously it is still the beginning of the game. And I'm not very strong. I need to send some merchants to my COT that I own, which is, once again, kind of different than the regular game. That wouldn't be there normally. We're going to go to Bozen, which is a province. How can we detach a siege? I haven't quite learned about all the controls in this yet. That might not be available. Detach one chev, I'll say, and go to Tyrol. They'll arrive the 10th of October. We'll arrive there in September, so we'll arrive there significantly sooner. Won't really have a problem fighting them, I don't think. We have a terrible terrain analysis, though, so we'll have to hope that our numbers and our general can overcome them. I think he will. I think numbers alone won the day. So we'll probably have to annex these guys. Unfortunately, we also have a Conquest Casus Belli on Freiburg. Alright, I will remember that for as soon as this war is over. I probably should have done them first, but whatever. This works just as well in the long run. I'll record the first part a little bit longer than I normally would, but I'm going to keep these to 15 minutes if I can. This one's already a little bit over 15 minutes. Our mighty fortress is under siege. Of course it is. You guys meet up here. It's another 3,000 men to meet up and go to Bozen, which will be pretty good. I think that's going to be pretty good. We got most of them under siege now. Tyrol is almost completely taken. It's not. What's at 50%? This is gonna be a pretty easy war. I think. I don't foresee it being a problem really. And as long as we maintain the emperorship, we should not have any problems. Let's see. Brandenburg is backing Brandenburg. Obviously, Mainz is backing Hesse. We could convince both. We can convince them. We can convince Mainz to vote for us. We can convince Cologne to vote for us by sending them gifts, that kind of thing. Let's see. Send gift of 6. And Mainz as well. I want to vote for me, so we'll send them a gift of 6. And I'll check back on that later, because I want to win the election, obviously. Because as long as I'm the emperor, things will look up for me. Being the emperor is a good thing, usually. I forgot about this. We can build fort level 2, and we can build a superintendent. Let me see. What's the effect? I don't like that it doesn't really tell me what it does. Fort obviously tells me what it does, because that's kind of obvious. But and I can change my province decisions. I hate all that stuff. Those are stupid. Well, actually, that is not stupid. It's different than I thought it was in vanilla. Okay, so we'll do that. That sounds good. Enact land reform. That's pretty good. It's a good event. Now we can also change our slider. And I'm going to become more free subjects, because I want to be a free subjects nation. We're going to go relatively liberal, and liberal in the 19th century sense, not the modern sense. We're going to go relatively liberal relatively soon in this game, because I feel that, because I personally am a classical liberal, so I think that it would only make sense to go towards kind of classical liberalism for me. Now, I think you start out with one idea, which is national conscripts. We could change this, but I'm not going to right now. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, because it works just fine for me. We're going to go to this place, to Bozen. Peace offer from Tyrol, white peace, decline. And well, actually, I'm not going to combine those two. I'm going to end the video very soon, though, because I kind of need to. I already have it with Milan. Naples, very likely. All right. Want to get my relations up with everyone I can. For, I feel, obvious reasons. Like I said, the Habsburgs in real life got all their land through, what's the word? Inheriting stuff. They inherited Spain, most of Germany, Hungary. They may not have inherited Hungary, but Italy. Spain, Italy, much of Germany is basically the gist of it. Really cool dynasty they are. Probably my favorite dynasty in all of history, because there's something about them. I don't even know how to say it. They're just cool. No, I'm going to see if I can assault, because I don't really feel like I'm in danger. That should succeed, maybe. Didn't succeed, but we did very well. Okay. We did relatively well, all things considered, in that siege. France is taking over Burgundy, it seems, or Bourbonus is taking over Burgundy for France. That seems to be the case. Let's see. France seems to be at war with England. Interesting. So yeah, the entire world is kind of getting its starting moves going, which it always does. Now, yeah, we got down to below 1,000. Peace off from Tyrol. No. We're going to win this siege of Bozen very soon. Padua annexed Verona. All right. Now we have they were annexed by Verona, so now we have the Imperial Liberation casus belli on Verona to free Padua. Interesting. Interesting. I may have to go to war with, let me see. Someone who's not in the Empire that owns Imperial territory, so that I can get cores on that. I don't know what my goal is for this game quite yet. I think it's kind of to keep the Empire intact, the Holy Roman Empire, and control as much of it as I can personally and through vassals and stuff like that. Now, do I want to form the Roman Empire? Trade is good. Good. Do I want to form the Roman Empire? Nah, not the Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire. Not necessarily. But no, we have border friction with Hungary. Interesting. Because their national focus borders us or something like that. Or, well, our national focus borders them or something like that. I didn't really read it. But let's see. I should be able to win this soon. Siena was annexed by Firenze. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do about these yet as far as... okay. Teutonic Order has requested that... why not? You know, I don't... Oops, that's not what I wanted. I don't see why Missouri... where is it? This place can't be part of the Empire. I don't see why not. You just... the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. Making the Empire bigger and bigger. The walls are breached, so it's 88%. We're really just... It's a matter of time. If I were smart, I wouldn't be assaulting so much. Food shortage. That's bad, but whatever. Won't affect us too much. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Teutonic Order is just requesting that places join the Empire, which is fine with me. I don't mind those things joining the Empire. I believe it's good for the Empire to be strong and kind of unified. You know, we don't need some member states having control of non-member areas. It just doesn't make sense. Stuff like that. All right, now we can annex these guys for 4 infamy. We'll do that right now. We got their annexation, and now we have expanded quite well, and the siege goes away because of them no longer being there to siege it. So we've made some decent gains in this part, and next time we're going to go after this place right here, Freiburg, to take it from them. So as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, folks.